float bit audio. Do you know what that is?
No idea.
Do you know what? You know, like the hiss of me, of audio, like like that ground floor sound.
Yes, yes.
Doesn't have that.
Oh, fun.
So you can like continually boost the audio without bringing
without the
floor
thing
up.
coming up. Ah.
And so you've got a lot more choices,
Cool,
right?
hell
So
yeah.
if I can get similar to this out of this, could you imagine just
Be way easier.
doing your thing and you just
Yeah, yeah.
okay, let's go,
Yeah.
right? So
That'd be great.
so
Fingers crossed.
you know what I'll do? I'll be like, this is Luis Lopez on the RØDECaster, and then I'll go. And now this is the Luis Lopez on the, what the hell is this thing? H1 Essential.
All right.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good.
Welcome back.
Hell yeah. I'm back.
Luis
And I'm
Lopez
better
is
than ever.
back at the Comedy Cave for your entertainment this week. Welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A return trip.
A return trip, a day late, but here I am.
Nah, you must be good.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
doing
must
good.
be a good comedian if they brought you
If
back.
they brought me back twice, or no, sorry, one time. If I'm here twice, that's good. Yeah, but no, I'm happy to be back. It's a weird gig because it's Monday through Saturday,
Yeah, I've heard that.
and so it's a lot just to do so many hours back to back to back.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a nice way to flex some long stage time and see how it all works out.
Well, we were talking about that just off stage there.
Mhm.
We were like, these are the shows to do new material.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right? So how much of tonight was new?
A good chunk.
Because
Well,
you
it
did
was-
about 35, right?
Yeah, I did about 35. Probably about, I don't know, maybe
Even
15.
newish?
15 is probably like newish
Nice.
of just like within the past 6 weeks.
That's amazing.
So it's
That's
so
a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. So it's fun to be able to have that kind of in your back pocket when you're doing stuff like these smaller like weekday shows,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
were I don't know, 10 people.
Yep.
And but if they're good, then it's fun because it's all right. It's not you're not going to be like murdering, obviously. But if they're like a good crowd, they give you fair feedback on
They
stuff.
were too, eh?
So I'm like, yeah, let's see what you guys think about this. And then if it did good, I'm like, all right, that might actually be something.
Yeah, but sometimes if they're too good, that throws the grading curve off.
That is the other thing too. I've had scenarios where like the show's just hot, and then
Yeah.
I throw in a couple new things in the middle of like all my A stuff, and it still hits really hard, and I'm like, oh, that's good already. And then
Yeah.
you try it again on a normal show, and you're like, oh no, it needs work.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's something there probably, but it still needs some stuff.
You just caught the flash of the good moment.
Yeah.
on
It kind of
that
just
first reading.
the momentum takes you right.
Yeah, yeah.
On those. So
I feel like we had a bit of that tonight.
a little bit. They were good. I think they were a pretty fair crowd, and I enjoyed them.
Yeah, they were good. Those two, like the guy who was
Yeah, yeah.
a bit heckly, and
Yeah.
she had just met him 3 hours ago.
That's what the waitress said. You're like, you're not gonna believe this. I met 3 hours ago. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I was talking to them, and we had some weird thing going, and she was like, "I don't share my man,"
Yeah.
right? And I was like, "Wow, you two must have been together
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
a long time."
And it's like no, since like 6 p.m. Yeah, I met her on the train right over here, dude.
Maybe that is a long.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe for them, they're like, I've never been with someone this long. Usually, they see me lose my mind and they leave after 90 minutes.
Oh,
So
man.
3 hours is doubling it.
So yeah. How was your year?
It's good, man. I was here last January, and I'm back this January. So between them, I ran around a lot. I had a month. I had a span of like 3 months last year where I was never home for 2 weekends in a row. So like
Okay.
I would either be on the road back to back, or I'd be back for one weekend and then I'd be gone again.
Okay.
So it was
the whole week though too. Then
no
like
weekends.
this?
Sorry, no.
So you're always back during the week.
I'm always back during the week.
Because
Yeah,
you have
except
a new
now.
wife, right? Like
do,
a new,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
So
been about a year and a half.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's great. She's great. Love her very much. But
So she's got that's hard. I have a wife too. It's hard for her. Like, this isn't easy.
Yeah, I'm
for
sure.
them,
It's
right?
I'm sure it's not, and it's also I'm sure more annoying for her because I've been with her longer than I've been doing stand up, because we've been together 10 years, and this is my 9th year. So it's kind of weird because she's kind of, I think, saw it slowly take over my life, and now it's
Yeah.
my entire job.
I
So
know,
I'm sure that's a little odd for her, but she's great. She's obviously very supportive and is happy as long as I'm happy.
Because stand up is such the dream.
Yeah.
That that our significant others are probably like, okay, go be a comedian.
Sure. Yeah. No, but I think it's gotten easier the past like 2 or 3 years because I went full time probably about 2.5 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And that was very much just on accident because I got fired from my job, and then they gave me a severance, and I was like, I bet I can use this to like pave the way.
Yeah.
And but since that turn, I think she's kind of seen it more as an actual like career and job, which is obviously very good because it makes it easier on me, right? I don't think I bet it really must suck if you're trying to do it full time and someone at home is telling you to constantly like get a job.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to handle that. So she's not like that at all, and I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
And all the travel is definitely hard, but this week is a rare week where I'm gone
the whole week.
The whole week.
Yeah.
Usually I'm gone 2-3 days maybe,
Yep.
and she's fine. You know, like I miss you, but I'll see you again soon. And so this morning kind of sucked, but what are we gonna do?
Video chat.
Exactly.
Is that
Here we
what
go.
you do?
Yeah, I'll call her when I get to back to the condo.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, how are you? So it'll be it'll be fine.
It'll be late though for her, right? It'll be.
Yeah, she'll be up. It's
Yeah.
2 hours behind.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
not so
midnight. I'll be
bad.
okay. Yeah.
And the weather's bad, right?
Yeah. I got snowed in on Monday. I was supposed to be here yesterday, but I got snowed in, and yeah.
So what does that mean? You're just sitting in airport and just.
Well, no, it got. Thank God, it got canceled before I even left.
Oh, okay.
So I got an email there like, "Hey, we're canceled for tomorrow's flight," and I was like, "That sucks." They're like, "There's a later one. You want to try that?" I was like, "Yeah," and then that one also got canceled. So I was like, "All right, I guess I'll come in on Tuesday."
Yeah.
And today, got off without a hitch. It was all very easy. I literally got to Calgary, came to the club, went to the hotel to shower, and then I came over here, and then we did the show.
Nice.
So I'm fresh off the plane, minus like a quick shower.
We appreciate the shower. No.
Yeah, it's what everyone said last time. They're like, he was funny, but he's got to take care of himself.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So then one of the things I had here is that like you're one of the best Instagram guys I ever met.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Do you actually have a lot of contemporaries that you know?
Like,
Like, are there a lot of people that you know that are doing what you did and have done?
yeah, there's a.
It's really hard to stay motivated, man.
Yeah, I think in at a certain point, everyone kind of starts doing it, starts posting, because the thing on Instagram that I do and everyone else does is they post like clips,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the difficult thing is kind of having new stuff to post and fresh stuff to post. I think that's where people will be really motivated and they'll post stuff for like, I don't know, like a month or two, maybe.
Right, yeah.
And then they're like, well, I have nothing else, so I'm just gonna stop. And then that kind of really drives their engagement down, right? Because you're not posting.
Are you still 4 times a day?
No, but I'm
like-
at least like a few times a month with that, which I think is helpful, especially with just jokes and stand up stuff. I think that's the pivot we were talking about, right?
Right, because you're doing a lot of stitches. Is that what?
Yeah, last year I was, I guess like a year and a half ago now, I was doing a lot of stitches or like react stuff, right? So I'd see like a crazy video and then I'd just like cut to like my face and I'd say something about the video and I'd be like, yeah, I'd make a joke about whatever I just saw,
Yeah.
which was good because I was doing it a lot. Like you said, it was like 3-4 times a day. And
Which is a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. But that did drive growth up. But then it's also like, well, are these comedy fans? Are these like internet fans? Do I want just this? Do I want that? So now it's kind of a headache because I'm trying to decide again because I did like a year of just doing stand-up clips, right?
Yep.
Which helped me grow a little, but not nearly as much as the year before. So I'm like, do I go back to that? Do I kind of try to mix it all in together? And it's a whole new thing.
But the product is there now, though, right?
Yeah. So the thing is there now that there is this like number of followers that you have that people seem to enjoy.
Bookers like to see
Yeah.
that, right?
So it's so I think that certainly helps with gigs. Where I'm coming from it now is I would like it to help more specific like ticket sales for me, right? Because
you want an audience.
yeah. Because then if I financially speaking, right, if you get a lot of the deals I get are versus deals, so it'll be like, all right, a club will email me back finally. Thank God, I've emailed like so many fucking clubs. A club will email me back and they'll be like, hey, we have this weekend open. I'm like, cool, what's the rate? And they'll say it's it's this much money, or after 80% of tickets sold, you get 70% of the door. Or if you sell it out, you get, 80% or 90 or half or whatever it is.
Versus deal?
Yeah, so it's the flat deal versus the door deal.
Right. Okay.
So it's like whichever one is higher, you get. And at this point in my career, I'm just getting the flat rate, right? Because I'm not selling out like the rooms consistently. There are some rooms that I do well in that just kind of sell themselves. So those
because the room is the thing.
The room is the thing, yeah. So they just want you to be able to do a good job, and I've gotten to the point where I can do like a no one will be upset, right, when they leave from my shows.
You're so comfortable. You're getting so good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man,
it's
I got a year of perspective now, right?
Sure, yeah. It's fun seeing someone after a long time off. Like my mom would only see me when I go to Seattle, and because the club in Portland, Oregon doesn't work me yet, bastards. But it's a great club from over here. So I only do Seattle in the Pacific Northwest, and my mom saw me, I don't know, years ago, and then she saw me again like 2 years later, and she said, "You've gotten much better." I'm like, "It's been my whole life."
Yeah,
It's everything I've dedicated the past 2 years to, and obviously before that. So it's nice seeing people see you and be like, "Oh, there's been a jump."
Yeah.
Right, because especially at this like early-ish stage in my career, right? I've been doing it 9 years, or I think 9 or 10 years. This year is going to be 9 or 10, I forget. And that's still considered to many like a new comic, right?
It's a new headliner.
Yeah, it's a new headliner. So not a new comic. So it's nice. It's nice to get those jumps every now and again. Right?
So to pull it back to where I distracted you,
Sure.
The clubs is where you're trying to get the booking.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get my audience to come to a club, or have an audience that will come to clubs, so I make more money.
But at that point, you would be able to do your own door.
Yeah, at that point, it also gives you more options.
The theater almost.
Exactly. So that's the thing, because some clubs, not the Comedy Cave, some clubs are like really insane, where they'll be like, "Oh, if you don't sell 80 tickets, we just cancel the show." I'm like, "So you're telling me if there's 75 people that wanted to see the show, you're just not going to do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, well, we're not going to work together for a while then."
Yeah, that's insane.
Because it's nuts.
75 is good, man.
Well, it's also that thing, if the club's going to be like weird about it, or they're only going to, have to have this many people, I'm like, then what do I need you for? If you're going to cancel the show and you don't have an audience, why would I not get my own room, rent it out for like $500?
Yeah.
And then if I can sell in your city, I'm just going to sell in your city, like with or without you.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a very weird business practice that some of them have, but they're still around. So, I mean, it must be working to some extent, but yeah, I mean, that's how like the really big guys do theaters, right? They buy them and then they do their weekend or their couple shows, and then they go on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's possible at a smaller scale if you have the fans. So I just need to have more stand-up fans instead of people that just kind of like content.
But I feel like when people are looking like bookers,
Yeah.
and they look at your Insta,
Oh yes, that
it
certainly
looks
helps.
like a stand-up Insta.
Yeah.
Because I looked at it like
Well, now it's all clips.
all reels.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Reels don't count as posts, do they?
I don't think so.
No, because you've only got 100 posts. It says.
Yeah. I think if it's just reel, I think post is technically what's on your hard grid.
Yeah.
So if you have some stuff that's just on your reels, then doesn't go over to the other thing, because I have way more than 100 posts.
Yeah.
Especially when I was doing the multiple things a day thing, it's got to be like 1,000 up there.
Right.
So yeah.
So you have a nice circuit for yourself now? Because you mentioned Seattle. That's Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
right?
it's
You're from New York.
I'm from New York. Yeah, it's fun because I get to run around a lot. I'm in Texas a fair amount just because there's so many cities in Texas, right? Like,
didn't you say you just did Houston, or
you're
doing it next?
I just did Houston. Like a few months before that, I did Dallas. Last year I did El Paso. So like Texas is it's massive. So
Austin?
I'm there. Austin, I haven't done Austin in a while. I did a show there at a small club, and it didn't do well, so I lost money. So I was like, I can't come back here. And then so I go to Texas a fair amount, Florida a fair amount, just because again there's a ton of clubs.
Yeah,
but
that's the whole
It's all
continental U.S.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a fair amount of the country already, so I'm excited to see more of it. But it's I mean, dude, I'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And is it do you find that you're relatable in all of these different, because I feel like the people in Seattle are gonna laugh at different things than people in,
I feel there's certainly some, not adjustments, because it's not like I don't do certain jokes certain places, but I'll just know when I'm going into it, I'll be like, this one might get weird, and I just have to kind of like figure out how to make them okay with it. But I think it's also helped that my material has gotten stronger in a sense that it works for more people. Just because if I say something weird about like immigration or gun control or something, which are things that are obviously very divisive. I think a lot of the things I have now are good enough that even if you don't agree with me, you're like, yeah, but that's still funny.
yeah.
Right? So I think that's gotten easier. But yeah, for sure, there are some times when I'm like, yeah, in rural Texas, where I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna laugh at the same stuff that they laughed at in like liberal New Hampshire.
They were laughing at you. You were talking about your mom, Portland. And
Yeah. That's one of the stronger things I have right now.
This is Calgary, so
Yeah.
we don't even have that much of a reference point.
Exactly.
There, right?
There are. I did adjust a joke here that I remember I did last year about Chipotle, and I didn't do it this year because I'm like, it didn't work last year.
Actually, I remember that.
Yeah. Because I'm like, it didn't work because it's not a chain you guys have around.
We do, but we only have.
It's
one.
not as much.
We only have the one.
Yeah.
Right?
So there were some things that I was just like, yeah, all right, I just won't do that. But this is a different goddamn country.
Yeah. Well, some people, some people
Sure.
consider it to be.
Yeah, it's the 51st.
Yeah,
we're coming for you,
kinda what I
baby.
was getting at.
Come back here.
Oh, they don't stop either.
Oh,
You
no.
know, that-
Why would they?
Well, I don't
Greenland.
know. Because Alberta is like got a lot of separation talk.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like, wasn't there like a vote or something?
They're doing it right now. Actually,
Ooh,
It goes
fun.
well, just to see if there's a vote. They vote to.
To vote to see if there's going to be a vote?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, maybe, let's see what happens.
It would be a third country in this little continent.
That's
there,
hilarious.
Right? And then, what is it, Bassett or something? One of the Trump's guys would be like, "We're gonna come try and swallow them."
Nice. Hell yeah.
Now
Let's
we're
go.
hearing like there all of these shadow groups are starting to fund organizations. That
Oh
support separatism.
yeah. It's always weird when you get into the weeds of something. I'm like, oh, this is all like a movie,
Yeah.
except it's worse because it's real.
Yeah.
But
I honestly, I try not to like get too deep into the politics too much.
sure, yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
I mean, you're pretty good at navigating it yourself, right?
Yeah,
Your mom's an immigrant, you said, right?
Yeah, so there are. It's also weird because there's points where I'm like, I do comedy because I want to talk about certain things, and if there's something that's been on my mind a lot, and I feel like I kind of feel like I'm doing myself a disservice if I don't talk about the things I'm thinking about. So obviously, because of all like the ICE and immigration stuff, it's how much it's affecting like Latino people's mental health in the States right now.
Sure.
I'm like, well, how can I not talk about this? I'm thinking about it all the time.
I think it's affecting all of our mental health.
Yeah, so it's just like
They won't stop playing the videos, right?
oh, it's nuts. I mean, that's you told me over there. You're like oh, so and so follows you. I'm like, yeah, I had no idea because I'm trying to do this thing where I only have my social media if I'm posting, and otherwise I delete the app from my phone because I'm like, otherwise I'm just in this.
Really?
Yeah,
You
because
delete it completely?
yeah, and then when I have to post something again, I re-upload it and then I post and then I delete it again.
Interesting.
Because otherwise I'm just sucked into this thing and it's not good for me mentally.
Yeah.
Right, to just constantly seeing all the shitty things that are happening. So I'm like, well, if I just get rid of it, then I won't see it.
So you're controlling the inputs.
Yeah, so I'll read like something like in the news,
Yeah.
like in the morning or later in the day if I have time,
Or a book.
or a book.
I saw that.
That's just for entertainment. But
Yo, this guy's reading books.
if I'm reading now, this is a whole new thing about my life.
Actually, like
Like fast, like I don't know, like 2 years ago I started reading like
Yeah.
more seriously again, which is fun.
Okay.
More seriously, I'm just reading.
books, but
Yeah. But it's not like I'm reading like historical, dense things. They're just stories.
yeah, you're not, or Tolstoy or anything.
Yeah. No, I'm just I'm reading a fun book.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so I'm trying to stay away from that side, which is it's the push and pull of social media, right? Where it's like I need to be part of this because it's my job, but if I stay on it, then I'm gonna lose my mind. So it's a weird kind of mix I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, it is. That's really interesting because you're like, I want to talk about my heritage and ICE and all that kind of stuff, but I don't. At the same
exactly.
time.
Exactly. Well, I think the reason I want to talk about it so much is because I was exposed to it so much. Just because I was like, well, I'm seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's on my mind. So am I gonna not talk about it?
That's
not fun.
it's on all our minds.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but
that is what it is.
You're talented because you can make it funny.
Yeah, it took a while.
That's hard.
Because I think when I started doing the joke, there's stand up is still at the end of the day kind of a performance, right? So you are trying to be like authentic, which is the most important thing I think, but you are also shielding that under something else. So when I started doing these kind of ICE immigration jokes, they weren't working because I was still very much like in my feelings about it.
Yeah.
So they could see kind of past the mask, right? That it's like, oh, you're just like upset. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
But I gotta figure out how to make it.
There's a catharsis here that can.
Yeah. So that was a challenge for me, just to try to make it more make it seem like it's not bothering me as much as it is.
Yeah.
Because then it'll hit, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise the crowd's like, ugh,
yeah.
why is he so upset?
But I saw it. It worked.
Yeah. So, but that was.
But you've tweaked it now.
I've been working on that little chunk probably for like 3 months.
Okay.
So it's it's getting better.
So you're doing that chunk this week?
Yeah, if I feel like it.
Here?
If I feel like it.
I don't want to hype it up too much because I'm gonna be like, come and see it.
Sure. You'll see all sorts of stuff I'm working on.
Yeah, come and see Luis Lopez this week at the Comedy Cave for his return trip.
I'm back.
Sophomore trip.
Yes.
Right.
Sophomore, second time.
That
makes me 16 and driving a car. Get behind the wheel of this comedy train, baby.
Well, thanks for doing this again.
Of course. What else am I doing?
It.
Pleasure, sir.
Yeah.